Welcome back to Benny's Custom Works, proudly supported by Valvoline and Sparesbox. Don't forget BCW5 on checkout. This week, we've got the S13 back in the shop. We're actually going to do a bit of a two for today. So first up, we're going to be doing the S13. Obviously, as you can see it behind me, we've got a drift event coming up, which you guys are going to see in a later episode. But today we're going to be doing some maintenance stuff. So power steering flush, engine oil, and we've also got some new rear fans for the rear radiator. So we're going to be fixing all sorts of stuff that is currently wrong with this car because it hasn't had a lot of love. It's sat for a while, as motorsport vehicles tend to do, especially through the middle of the year. It generally quietens down a bit, but now we're starting to get events pop up again. So yeah, like I said, we've got an event coming up next week in real time. So we're getting the car ready for those. And we're also getting the IS600 ready as well. So let's dive on in. But before we dive in, we've got this fresh new official Drag Week 2022 t-shirt available on the Team Valvoline website, www.teamvalvoline.com.au. And as a thank you to all of our viewers, we've got a discount code BCW15 on checkout on this shirt. That's enough of that. Let's get to it. So we've got the radiator out of the boot, we've got the fans off it. We've also sucked the cooling system out with our cooling system vacuum bleeder thing, which works 50-50 on these cars. But we've now got our new Maridine fans. These are larger in diameter, but also much more capable of moving a lot more air. So I think this radiator fan is about a 1500 CFM fan, because this one has the big motor on it. We're probably going to put similar fans on the front, but with the smaller motor just because of spacing. But we're going to throw this on now, well, at least have a look, because I'm probably going to have to modify this radiator a little bit to get it on there. So we're going to unbox it and have a bit of a squeeze and see where it fits. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's okay. A handy little tip if you want to retain a bolt in place when you're potentially working in an awkward space or awkward situation, is to use quite a fine O-ring and just put it on the thread. It'll actually hold the bolt in position while you're assembling your fan or your whatever onto that bolt. That O-ring will just crush when you tighten the bolt up, so it won't actually hinder on the tension of the bolt or anything. And then when you do remove whatever item you're bolting down, it'll still stay in place. Oh no, I broke it. Relax, internet, they're already broken.
Tool of choice, pigeon shank.
I guess the thing is, it's not homemade. Hopefully it fits. Watch it not fit. Kind of fits. Hey, it's in there. Does it fit, does it fit, does it fit, does it fit? Fits again. Purple. Lucky you've got that convenient filming panel. I don't even care about cooling anymore. Bled. I'm just waiting for the fans to cycle, because if they're going to cycle in and out by themselves, it's a good indicator of having minimal or no air in the cooling system. So we're just letting it run and cycle at the moment. We've got the rear fan flat out. The front fan is actually pretty insufficient compared to the rear fans now. So I think we're probably going to upgrade those front ones as well. We're not going to be able to put the same 12-inch fan in the front, like I said, because the room we've already got or don't have in there. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but we'll run it up, and then once we've got the cooling system bled, we'll do an oil change, and we're also going to flush the power steering system, because that power steering fluid's pretty old now and it's definitely had a hard life. So yeah, we'll get it sorted, and then we'll change the wheels and tyres over. We've got to actually fit a couple of tyres to put on the rear as well. So once that's done, we'll get it all sorted, and then we'll get the Lexus back inside. what that looked like 30 seconds ago. I'm pretty happy with that. A few of you may be wondering why I've gone to the effort of actually changing the front bar. Aesthetically, it looks all but the same as the old front bar that was on it. The actual answer to that is this front bar has been cut and cracked, whereas the old one was basically mint. A standard S13 front bar with a good Rio is probably worth $700 or $800 now, and this thing was going to go in the bin. So being that the rest of this thing is not exactly a show car, no offense, I figured now's the time, while we're mucking around, to actually swap that bar over. And then the other thing is, now we've got a large hole in the front bar to pull our intake air from. This will be going to a local fab shop to get some sheet metal stuff done tomorrow, including enclosing the air filter, because our intake air temps are through the roof with this thing. It is also because it's a non-intercooled supercharged setup. So we do need to keep that in mind. We're never going to see intercooled air temps. Like 40 something degrees is probably pretty normal. But on the track, it gets a lot higher than that. And I think a lot of the issue is it's actually just eating its own air, because the S13 doesn't have cutouts behind the headlights like a lot of other cars do. And also the full inner guard is still there. So we're going to be trimming that inner guard away and also ducting from the front up and boxing that in. So we should get a lot more cold air directly into the filter after tomorrow. That being said, it's time for Lexus. We're not finished yet. We're going to keep on going. So let's keep on. Good old mop handle. First thing to do on your drift car when you start playing with it is drain the catch can. Well, that rounds out another episode of BCW. This week, we knocked out some stuff on the Lexus and on the S13. Both cars we're going to be drifting next week at a basically a full circuit, Grand Prix circuit at Sydney Motorsport Park. So that's going to be pretty exciting. It'll be my first ever GP circuit in this car. I think the same for Adam, actually. So yeah, we're going to be running both cars together. We're going to be destroying lots of tyres, which means I've got to fit and strip lots of tyres between now and then. We did a few today, but there's going to be a full day in stripping some old scrap and fitting all the new stuff. And we didn't think you want to watch me standing at a time machine for an hour. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you next time.